Welcome to Daily Conversation. This is Mr. K.
This is Eric.
Yeah, today is the 18th of March 2021 and the time now is 6:17 a.m. Well, today our topic is what does a good business look like to you? So before we get started, please click the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right, so here we go. Yeah, so today we talk about good business, and then for here, are you referring to business they are performing well, they are making money, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
What
then
else we can refer
mm,
to? Mm. What else
sorry,
type? What else type we can refer to?
what else? Uh, oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just want to make sure I thought good the words good yeah the first meaning in my mind is they are making money, and then I afraid that you have some other meanings like um, they are doing something good to the society
Oh.
or what.
Mm. Yeah.
Mm,
Mm.
yep.
Yeah. Uh, I also wonder whether you have. I also wonder whether you have this thinking.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
But about I would like to share you one perspective. Mm.
Mm,
If when we are uh, uh, uh not only when we are discussing the conversation topic, when we speak to other people, we
yeah.
may also think, yeah, if other people ask us a question and or we want to discuss something with other people, we need to
Mm,
think from the perspective that we can benefit from it. So let's say, if
mm,
we know those business uh, who like to do the donation, or who
yeah.
like uh uh which spend a lot of money in CSR, yeah, corporate social responsibility, yeah.
Yeah.
And then uh is there any benefit to us for knowing this, for discussing? Yeah, maybe in some circumstances, yes.
Mm,
mm, yeah, for example, you discussing about the donation, and you need, let's say, yeah, let's say you want, you want to request the scholarship. Hmm. Yeah. Then
mm,
and then at that time, yeah, I may ask you, yeah. So, what good business uh will give you this benefit like this? So at that time, good business may refer to those company which are doing
mm,
which providing the scholarship. Yeah,
mm,
but in normal case, good business normally refer to those business are earning money.
mm,
So
yeah.
this is the perspective that everyone can learn something from that. For example, you want to do a startup, yeah, or you want to do investment. Mm.
Mm,
So if you unsure, yeah, in summary, if you unsure what the terms referring to, you can just look at which perspective will benefit us most.
mm. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, good sharing. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So yeah, so let's go with um the part that good business making money.
Mm,
Yeah. And then okay, so for this actually I just think to identify whether they are good business, and we may need to know whether they are making money. We need to look at the uh some reports, for example, income statement, uh this kind of data. Yeah. So I think for a business to be called a good business, and then they must need to be compared with some similar companies, some competitors of them in the same industry. And then also, I think we may look at the revenue and the profit, and then yeah, whether the profit is a lot or is little, and then also the profitability, the percentage. So this is the comparison between competitors. And I also think that beside of this, we may also need um, to look from the longer term perspective. It is like to determine whether this company is very stable and making money every year. So it is not like this year is making a lot of money and then next year is not that stable. Yeah, so I think from these two perspective, one is to compare with competitors, and then the second one is the company itself, whether they can generate this kind of stability in earning profit. Yeah.
So that's all.
Yeah. So
Okay, yeah.
yeah. So to determine whether they are good, I think we need comparisons.
Okay. Then yeah, today's topic is what does a good business look like to you? Then if we got another topic called what does a good company look like to you? What will you answer to this topic? Is it the same?
Oh. Okay. For business and company, then maybe business is a words that we're covering a bigger scope than a company. To me, business is, let's say a company, they can have okay, let's say a business, they can have 2 or 3 companies, which these companies dealing with different products or services, and then yeah, this can call a business, right? Yeah, then company is the single unit, referring to each of the products or services.
Okay. But just now you're sharing is talking about good business or talking about good company? Comparison between a comparison between competitors and also look at the longer term profitability.
Yeah, I think I am more to I'm more from a company perspective. Yeah.
So yeah, in my humble opinion, you didn't really answer the question. What does a good business look like to you? Because this is not the business, this is a company.
Yeah.
You compare between the competitors and you find out, wow, this company earn a lot of money. Compare with their competitor and they got a lot of market share. And their, let's say their gross profit margin is the highest, net profit margin is the highest.
Yeah.
So this is and also in long term they are earning money. So it indicate this is a good company, but it doesn't mean that this company are doing a good business. For example, let's say like the paper printing, or we say the selling of the photocopy machine.
Okay.
Yeah. Is this a good is this a good business to you?
Good business. Okay, for this industry, maybe they will face some challenges because nowadays we go paperless. More and
Yes.
more document we just read
Yeah.
online and don't have to print out.
So it is not a good business anymore. But there are still
Oh, I
many
see.
companies. There are still many companies in this industry can earn money. Yeah. So this is the
Mm,
difference between business and company.
okay, yeah,
Mm,
right.
yeah. Do you want to start my sharing, or
Yeah, yeah,
or
of
you
course.
have some other? Okay.
Mm,
Mm, okay. Yeah. To me, uh, uh, I have five indicator to see whether a business is good or bad.
okay,
Yeah. Okay. The first one is the market space. 市场空间. Yeah, market space.
okay.
What does this market space means? Is actually uh okay. For example, like selling a pencil, or we say the pencil manufacturing, selling, yeah, and production of pencil. Yeah, pencil.
Mm,
The market space of doing this business. Maybe it just uh maybe it just 2-digit billion, okay, or less than, or maybe less than 10 billion.
mm,
Yeah. And if we say the car industry, yeah,
yeah.
selling the car, and like and also manufacturing the car, production of the car, repairing, and the industry is a trillion, yeah, more than a trillion.
Mm,
Yeah. So if, yeah, this is the different. This is the meaning of the market space. So it means, yeah, you also, yeah, so you can uh the market space also means the ceiling. Yeah, the ceiling of this industry.
oh, okay.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah.
For example, selling a rubbish bin. Yeah, selling a plastic, or selling a
Mm,
container,
mm,
lunchbox. Yeah,
yeah.
and compare this with like selling the mm, certainly forget the term what I want to say is the 半导体. Yeah.
Semiconductor.
Yeah, semiconductor. Yeah, because
Okay.
selling the semiconductor versus selling the plastic. Yeah,
Mm,
those container, or those rubbish bin. So the market space is different.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eric, for here, just want to make sure that I understand. Okay, for market space, it is not referring to the saturation, right? It is not. It doesn't mean that this market
Yeah, doesn't mean
is
that.
full.
Yeah, and it means that if the market mature, how much
Mm.
money all the company can earn.
Oh,
Yeah, it's something like this.
okay, yeah, got
Yeah.
it.
So for example, yeah, if you just use this indicator to do decision, yeah.
Mm,
If let's say you got two business, you analyze the industry, and you realize that one industry only have 10 million of market space. Another industry have, let's say, 1 trillion of market space.
mm,
Okay. Yeah. But it doesn't mean that you do a startup in either each of the industry, you can get a 10 million, or you can get a 1 trillion market cap of your company. It doesn't mean that.
Mm,
And
yeah.
what does it mean? Okay, in a 10 million market space, you need to fight with your competitors. Okay, and at the end, at most, you still can only earn 10 million.
Mm,
And
yeah.
in a 1 trillion market space industry, you don't need to work so hard. Yeah, and you can very easily to earn a 10 million.
Mm, yeah.
Mm. Yeah. So so this is the importance of the market space. Yeah.
Mm.
Can I go to the next?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Great.
Okay, the next is a trend. Yeah, whether this industry is a booming industry or whether this is a declining industry.
Okay.
Yeah, and of course we don't choose declining industry. For example, just now the photocopy industry, the paper
Mm.
printing industry. Yeah, we wouldn't choose this industry.
Mm.
Yeah, and in this indicator, okay, in this indicator, a booming industry, yeah, we may have some of the booming industry. And how to choose the best, yeah, how to choose the best industry uh from a few, yeah, from a few booming industry. We look at the
Mm.
exponential growth rate. Yeah,
Ooh.
this we also learned this before. Yeah,
Mm.
the exponential growth. Yeah. So this is the second indicator.
Yeah.
And the third one is the product of the business. So that, yeah, because the business sure will sell the product, or they will
Mm.
manufacture the product, yeah, anything. Yeah. And the product the business are doing can be sold to anyone. Yeah, can be sold
Oh.
to can be sold to everyone. Yeah. So that means the product is not like a specialized equipment can only sold to a specific industries
Mm.
companies. Yeah. You get what I
Okay.
mean?
So that uh does it need to be like aiming the mass market?
What?
Uh okay, so for let's say iPhone, they are they have the differentiation strategy
Mm,
and they are focusing on uh not the mass market. They are
mm,
focusing on a niche market. So
mm.
for this point, are you referring to only uh the mass market?
No, it's not the marketing strategy. This is the product itself. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
everyone can buy iPhone, and the Apple can sell iPhone to everyone. Mm,
Mm. All right.
yeah.
So it's the nature of the product, right?
Yes, yes, yeah, the nature. Mm,
Okay.
yeah. And why this important? And you can look to the top 10. Yeah, top 10 company. Top 10 company, I mean the top highest market capitalization of company.
Mm.
Yeah, you look at them. Which one is B2B business? Which one is B2C business? Yeah, because we know B2B has smaller market than B2C, right?
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, if you try to look around, yeah, you will realize that most of the company have direct contact, have direct relationship with the consumer, with the end user.
Mm.
Even though like the Facebook, Google, uh, it seems like they are B2B company. But actually they control a lot of data. And they have a
Mm.
direct contact with the with all of us, with the user. Yeah, and
Yeah.
everyone can use their product. Everyone are using their product. So even though the income, the sources is not come from the subscription, or maybe the annual fee, or maybe the purchase of the apps, the software. But those company actually are using is using us. It's earn money by leveraging uh uh tons of user. So their product is maybe the apps like Google, the Google apps, like Microsoft, the Skype. Everyone can use.
Right.
So this is the product. This is not the income source. Okay.
Yep.
So this is the third one, and the fourth one is the barrier of entry. If we talk about barrier of entry, what would you think? What do you think of the barrier of entry?
Firstly is the technology, whether
But
they have
everyone can
the
access technology.
it also depends on the cost. If something is difficult to make, then they will need a lot of cost to have those equipment or technology.
But it is not difficult to get, right? In this global economy. We can hire a lot of talents, and we also can and because now this is a post-pandemic era, and we also know we don't really need to find the talent around us. We can have the telecommuting. So you can hire a staff that living in US or living in Africa. The talents. And how about the technology equipment? The infrastructure. You can move to China, or you can move to any country or any city that have the well infrastructure. You can start a business from there. And how about technology equipment? You can buy it. So is there anything about the barrier of entry?
How about politics?
What?
I mean the to enter a market, let's say in China or some countries.
Oh, yeah. You mean the politic? Yeah, it could be one of them. But I think it incurs some risk. You can enter the market because of the politics. Then you also will have the risk that force you to exit the market because of politics. So it is like the double sword. A double-sided sword. And if you say a good business can use this to leverage, to leverage this politics to earn more money, it's good. But if the business don't have other criteria, so he just leverage the politics to do some business, and then this business will also restricted by the country. So to me, it is not a good business. For example, maybe you cannot sell the product to everyone, even though the nature of product is are able to sell to everyone. Yeah. For example, like let's say, yeah, do you know about the sugar and like the some of the essential product is controlled by government.
Yeah.
And also they cannot set the price. I mean, they have to follow the price set up by the government.
Yeah.
Yeah. So even though the market space is great, yeah, everyone are consuming the sugar, yeah, but they cannot set the price. Yeah. And then don't talk about the trend. Okay, talk about the product. Yeah, the product can sold to anyone, but
Yeah.
it involve the politic issue. So you can't earn a lot of money from that, and you're restricted. Yeah. The company flexibility will restricted by the country. Yeah. So it's not the barrier for entry. It is like something like uh uh this is like the lock. You lock yourself.
Okay.
Barrier of entry is the lock didn't lock you. Yeah, didn't lock you, but it lock other people. It restrict them. It restrict. Okay. You can imagine. Uh. Okay. This is this is the analogy. You enter a room. Yeah. And you can lock the door inside from room. Yeah. So this is a barrier of entry because other people cannot come in your room. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what if the lock? Yeah, the lock is outside the room.
We cannot come out.
Yeah, you cannot come out. Yeah. And then what if both of two sides also have the lock? So that means if you want to go out, you need to open two lock. And other people want to come in, they also need to open two lock. So yeah, you have two lock at each side. This is not barrier of entry. This is just this is just other people cannot come in, and you also cannot come out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything else?
How about terms?
Economy of
I'm not very
scale
sure I'm using the right one.
yeah.
Is it a network effect or network something?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, if let's say a company is doing quite well, is already they have already established a good network effect. So, for other new entrants, they will find it difficult to get the market share from it and to enter the market.
Yeah. This is the point I want to share. But before that, we look at others. Quote unquote traditional barrier of entry. Okay. Like the economy of scale. Yeah, economy of scale is also one of the thing that is a fake. To me, is a fake barrier of entry. Like let's say the Walmart. Yeah, like the Walmart. He have to open a lot of store. Yeah, he have to open a lot of store, and then because this is the offline retail store, right?
Yeah.
And as small as it open, as small as it's open new store, then Walmart is something like locking himself. Yeah. Look at the Amazon. Yeah, Amazon. Amazon doing the online retail store. Yeah. So can you imagine how Walmart can compete with Amazon if Walmart have so many offline retail store? They can't really make a change anymore.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. They have already invest into that.
Yeah. So so this is not a barrier for entry actually. Okay, And just now you make a point, the network effect. Yeah. And yeah, network effect is the very very useful barrier of entry, and this is we can say the maintenance cost is low. Yeah, once you establish the network effect and the new new entry, your competitors is hardly comes in to grab your market share. Yeah. So yeah, the network effect and the Metcalfe law. Yeah, Metcalfe law is also same meaning of the network effect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and this network effect will have normally it has the nature of exponential growth. Yeah. So your user is grow exponentially. Yeah. So how your competitor grab the market share from you? Yeah. Okay, this is the fourth one. And what is the fifth? Yeah, the fifth is the scalability with low marginal capital cost required. Yeah.
Okay.
This is a scalability, but there's a requirements. Yeah, low marginal capital cost required. Yeah. Do you know what it means? What it means of low marginal capital cost?
Marginal capital cost. Yeah, I couldn't get it. Get the meaning.
Do you know what is capital cost?
Capital cost. Can it be interest? Can it be the if the company is issue the share, then the dividend?
No, capital cost means do you know what is capital goods?
Capital goods. No.
Okay, this is something like an asset. The asset
Okay.
allow you to run the business. For example, I buy a new machine, I buy a new equipment, so that I can manufacture my product. So this is the
Okay.
capital
Yeah.
cost. Yeah. So if let's say now my capacity, my production capacity is only able to produce like 100 cars. Okay, 100 cars. So
Yeah.
I want to scale. Yeah. Sorry, I want to scale. Yeah. And then I want to increase from 100 to 200. So I need to
Yeah.
buy another machine so that I can scale from 100 to 200.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got it now.
Then what does it mean of marginal capital cost? Low marginal capital cost.
Yeah. Marginal is that increase, right? If like you said just now, increase from 100 unit to double to 200 unit, and then yeah, we need to buy new machine, and then for this machine, whether the cost is very high or not very high.
Yeah, but how can be low marginal cost? How can be a situation of low marginal capital cost? For example, like the Walmart, do you think the capital cost they incurred, they spend is low marginal?
Walmart.
They need to open a lot of offline retail store.
Yeah.
Because they
Yeah.
need to
So
scale.
Yeah, so the cost will be higher. The
Mm.
marginal cost will be very high.
Yeah. And then how about Amazon? They want to scale their business to another country.
Mm, yeah,
They
they can
need
also
to
do so,
open
right?
a new they need to open a new domain. And then they need to build the transportation network. Yeah. They may need to build they may need to modify their Amazon Web system, yeah, AWS, to suit
Mm,
the local. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
They need to maybe they need to find the supplier.
Mm,
They need to find various of supplier and attract them. Uh, Comes on to this Amazon platform to sell their product. They need to
yeah.
do some marketing, all that. Yeah. Yeah. So their spending definitely were less than Walmart.
Mm,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah. And Walmart, we still haven't seen Walmart comes to Malaysia. Right.
Mm, yeah.
And Walmart is a like more than 20 years historic company. They still can't scale to our country.
Mm,
But we can buy
yeah.
things from Amazon in Malaysia, in Singapore. Right.
Mm, right.
Mm. Yeah. And okay. Yeah. And okay, if we talk about the car industry, uh, okay, we know the EV, the electric vehicle,
Mm,
and also the hydrogen, uh, a hydrogen fuel vehicle or something like that. Yeah,
mm,
I mean, the vehicle use hydrogen as the fuel.
yeah.
Mm. And then if you compare the scalability between them, which one were more easier to scale with low marginal capital cost required?
Wow. Hydrogen versus electric.
Mm.
Yeah, it's electric because electricity is something. The technology is already there.
Mm.
So if they want to, let's say, uh, to set up some charging station, so it won't cost that much comparing to
Mm.
hydrogen.
Okay, and how about we already have hydrogen infrastructure?
Uh, okay, already have the infrastructure. Um, yeah, so I can't, for this case, I can't find which one has a lower marginal cost.
Okay, and I
Mm,
can tell you, a hydro, uh, yeah, because consumer cannot pump the hydrogen at your home, just like you charge the electric into your electric car at home.
mm,
You can do that at home, but for hydrogen fuel, you cannot do that. Yeah, you have to go to the gas station, just
mm,
like just like we are doing right now. We go
mm,
to the gas station, and then we need to pump the hydrogen inside our car. Mm.
yeah.
So that we can go. Mm. Uh,
Mm,
and then if you want to build a gas station, yeah, build another gas station. Or you want to replace the petrol station to a hydrogen station. It also
yeah.
will incur a lot of capital costs. Yeah, even though you try to utilize the current uh current infrastructure. Yeah, you just change the petrol station to the hydrogen gas station. It also will incur a lot of cost because uh uh, it's they are not doing the same thing. Mm.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah.
this is not the same thing. yeah, to store the hydrogen is different from store the petrol. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it will incur a lot. Yeah, it will incur a huge capital cost if you want to do that. Yeah. And then okay, if we look about the electric, yeah, we say the charging station. Yeah, the
Yeah.
electrical charging station. Okay. And okay, we can do something. Yeah, we can do something which is quite fun. You go to Google Map. Okay, you go to Google Map and you try to search like the Tesla charging station.
Okay. Yeah, wait a minute. Tesla charging station. Okay. Yeah, done.
Then can you see how many charging station we have in Malaysia?
Wow. Um. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why the map only show me the station around my area.
Okay, how, yeah, show
Because
you.
I suppose
Oh,
that there will be more in Kuala Lumpur, right? Yeah, but it didn't show up. Maybe
oh, yeah,
it's the
then never mind.
search setting.
We just look about the Johor.
Yeah. Johor. Okay, let me count it. It's around 13.
13? Is this a Tesla fast charging, or is this a Tesla charging station, or is this all of the electric vehicle charging station?
Yeah, the name here is Charge EV.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I think it's the electric vehicle, right?
Okay, then never mind. I think this is not for the this is not for Tesla. Okay, but never mind.
Oh.
But we also can see the result. Yeah. So even though we have we only have few electric vehicle, yeah, and we also can see there are so many charging stations at yeah at Johor, at Singapore. Yeah, Singapore also have a lot of EV charging station. Yeah. So yeah, so you can so you can get the hints. You can get the hints. And if you want to do some other alternative search, you can search like hydrogen charging station. Yeah, I bet you can't search any result in Singapore and in Malaysia.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is how important of scalability with low marginal capital cost required. Yeah.
Yep.
So okay, so this is five of the indicator I want to share for today.
Yeah. Yeah. So okay, so for a good business, uh does it means that they must have to meet all the 5 indicators here?
Okay, if you are doing investment, let's say if you are doing investment, of course you will try to find the company, the company and or the industry meet all of these. Yeah, meet all of this. Okay, and you can see like the barrier of entry, the network effect.
Yeah.
Normally, it's not controlled by the whole industry. It's just controlled by a few monopoly in the industry. For example, like the social media network, like Facebook, Instagram is belong to Facebook. WhatsApp also belong to Facebook. Yeah, social media network, Facebook, WeChat, owned by the Tencent. And what else? Skype, Zoom, Skype, Zoom, not counted as social media. TikTok, yeah, maybe half is the social media network, but it is mainly the short video a short video platform. Yeah. So yeah, Twitter. Twitter could be one of them. The social media network. So there are just few.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Sorry. If we are doing investment, we of course we try to find those company meet meet all of the criteria. Yeah.
Yeah.
If there are no company meet this criteria, then you just don't do investment.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there I cannot say many I cannot say there are many company have meet this criteria, but I would like to say there are few company, and this company and those company are very, very famous. Yeah, have meet this criteria. For example, Facebook, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Apple, yeah, Tencent. Yeah, all these company have meet all these criteria.
Yeah.
So yeah, and if you want to do a startup, if you want to choose which industry you are able to go in, yeah, you also want to you also want to enter the industry can allow you to earn money, or can allow you to grow. Otherwise you just don't do, otherwise you just don't start up, you just don't start the business, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
is there anything else?
No.
Okay, so that's all for our today conversation. How do you feel? Did you enjoy the conversation? Please tell us what you think of our conversation. And we are not native speakers. If you found any vocab or grammar mistake that we made, please also comment to let us know, because we want to learn more and improve ourselves. Remember to like and subscribe to us. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.